Guys, what's going on? Zach Evnish here, ZachStrength.com. And about a month ago, I decided I was going to delete the social apps off my phone and take a break. And I want to go over the 5 big takeaways that I got from it, not just from life perspective, but also in business. I know a lot of you that are following me on YouTube or Instagram are strength coaches or aspiring coaches. And I think sometimes people really get confused or they kind of misconstrue seeing me a lot and thinking that that's what is quote unquote successful, or you're killing it, you're everywhere. I see you on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all this and that. And I tell you what, sometimes guys, you feel like you can't breathe when you are everywhere. So what I did was a month ago deleted Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook from the phone. I did utilize Facebook from my laptop and Twitter from the laptop. Obviously, Instagram I can't access from a computer. And what I wanted to do was at least have some management of anything that came in through the gym accounts. But I really wanted to take a break from my personal brand, the Zach Evanish brand. And so let's go over the benefits and let's go over a couple of the let me actually start with this, guys. So when I announced it, I posted a photo, a group photo of myself and the athletes from a training day at the Underground Strength Gym. Had this great training session, and then in the text I said we will be taking a break from. Charles Henderson saying he just did this a week ago. So 1 month with no social media apps has been pretty long for me. I don't think I've ever done it that long. Although I have, people love this story who know about it. It was so long ago because I had a BlackBerry, but I remember being so sick of the, texting on a BlackBerry and people not picking up phones and just being too cool to, answer a phone, but they could text you. And I just felt like we were so connected, yet disconnected. I was walking from my house, my parents' house to my house, and I was walking over the New Jersey Turnpike Bridge, and Turnpike north and southbound. Then each side has big grass hills. I just took my phone and I threw it over the bridge. People love that story. So after like 3 or 4 days, I went and got, people are emailing me. I'm calling you. I'm texting you. Where are you? And guys, this is a long time ago, 2005 maybe, something like that. And they're emailing me. People thought I was dead. I mean, it was pretty wild. So what's interesting is I upload Instagram today, and I've got just shy of 100 Instagram DMs, and I'm not answering any of them because in my post it said I'm going to be gone for a month. But it shows you that people don't read. They glance over stuff. Nothing is. We assume that people are reading or consuming our information to the full, but everybody's like this. The swipe of a finger. They got 5 seconds. If it's not shock and awe, then they're not consuming your information. And so that's why I'm really got tired of Instagram. Is I'm not part of that world. I'm not part of that would probably be the fitness industry. And I'm not trying to attract people through shock and awe BS. I want real people who want to spend time and stop and read things. And, some people might argue and say, well, Zach, you're not that interesting anyway. Well, we could certainly say that because interesting to some is defined in a different way as interesting to others. But I'm really trying to stay away from, teaching people who actually do follow me that, yeah, I'll just conform to how everybody has zero discipline to stop and look and read and learn from somebody. So here's the number one benefit I got, guys. Clarity. I felt like with so much noise coming in that I was missing clarity in my business. And so we've got a lot of different options because I've been online since the early 2000s. Let's say somewhere around 2003, 2004 is when things started picking up. So we're talking, 16, 17 years, no problem there. I have so many products and projects, and none of them are like, how do you say, like they haven't expired. The knowledge has not expired that you could get from them, right? Maybe the video quality is certainly different, but we've got the Underground Strength Academy, which is undergroundstrengthcoach.com. We've got the certification, undergroundstrengthcert.com. We've got my online programming, this and that. And I had to really gain clarity and say, if I want this business to move forward, what needs to be the big focus? And really, the big focus has to be the certification and, of course, the gym. To me, the gym is, it means everything to me, to the point where I always tell the kids, if you guys are being lazy and I'm not getting who I want in these doors, coming through these doors, I will burn this gym down if laziness and mediocrity start to take this place over. And that's why the gym can never run on, people cannot buy their way into the gym. It is not, odd for me to reach out to a parent and say, your son has been canceling and late cancellations and no-shows for the past 4 weeks, 6 weeks. If we don't see a change by the end of the month, we will remove him from membership and refund your money. We want no part of that where a kid is disrespecting his parent or guardian's money and canceling and not showing up. I know what it's like to bust my butt for money, and I do not respect a kid who doesn't respect his own parents or guardians who invest in him. So I used this time to gain a lot of clarity. The other thing was that, number two, I felt like I needed to take actions moving forward with planning and organizing versus reacting. And I found myself doing a lot of reactionary work on Instagram, on YouTube, answering questions, and not actually getting enough work done, not really moving forward. And the strange thing is that, and I know people are going to hate on me for saying this, but people want everything for free. And that's just not the way a business works. I've got thousands upon thousands of free articles, hundreds upon hundreds of audio interviews and podcasts. I've got so much free stuff. You actually don't need to buy anything from me minus the certification if you want to become a strength and sport performance coach. But what I've learned is people just don't respect knowledge anymore because it's free. They don't have skin in the game. They don't pay for it. So I'm reading a great book right now. It's called Chop Wood, Carry Water. And my buddy, Dr. Mike Roussel, sent this to me. Just great guy, super smart guy. And he created Neuro Coffee. And Mike sent it to me. And I was like, I feel bad when people send me gifts. I really do. I'm reading the book. I'm a few pages shy of finishing it. If you've known me for a while, my rule is always reading 2 pages a night minimum. So I read this book 2 pages, 5 pages, 10 pages. And I just tweeted out to the author, Joshua Metcalf, on saying, listen, man, I love your book. Thank you so much. He says, I'd love to send you an autographed copy. I sent him a DM. I go, Joshua, I cannot accept free stuff. Let me buy it. Let me earn it. He said, listen, I don't want to get into the details, but he said, listen, blah, 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 I'm sending it to you. And I was like, okay, there's times where I have to learn to say yes to people. I say no to a lot of things. And so I was able to really dig into that book. That book helped me gain a ton of clarity. Again, that book is Chop Wood, Carry Water. And just really locking down. I have my whiteboard here where I lock down one big thing that's happening every month, whether it's online, whether it's at the gym. There's always got to be a goal or a big action that I'm moving towards in the business. The other thing, and these all tie together, number 3, self-investing. On my book, I'm on my desk, I've got so many books. I've got books on the bookshelves, books on top of chests and cabinets and drawers over here. And I wanted to just read things without feeling like I had to take a photo of it and share it on Instagram. I wanted to just enjoy things for myself rather than having to share everything. And, some people who have kind of larger businesses, they hire people full-time nowadays or some of my friends, they have the camera people living with them. I'm not like that, guys. There's a big part of me where I'm shy and enjoy a little bit more of this privacy. And I don't want to share everything that I'm doing and share every book that I read, because sometimes it doesn't feel that special. Sometimes you just want things for yourself. And so I wanted to really take time to invest in myself. I wanted to dig deep into the programs and the materials from my business coach. I wanted to dig deeper into some of the training courses, training books that I needed to read more. And I have, courses that I've invested in that are videos that I wanted to just watch them, take notes, and have no outside distraction from the phone. And if I look around, I trained at a commercial gym these past year and like 2 months, and everywhere I look, people have their heads down on the phone. They're not even training. When I'm working at a school, people are driving cars where there's kids present, looking at the phone where they could kill a kid. They cross streets and they don't even look up. They have the ear pods in and they're looking at their phone. They can't even hear if a truck was coming by, at high speeds. And so I wanted to get away from that. I wanted to not be like everybody else. Okay? Number 4, having some peace, right? Just having some time for yourself, quiet time where your phone is only used for text messaging or phone calls. Although I did purchase a few Kindle books, so I was using my phone to read Kindle, to listen to books on Audible. But other than that, I wasn't buried in my phone. And something I've been doing for a long time is when I go out to eat with the family, my phone is in the car. When I go in to train at these gyms, the past month, the phone stayed in the car. No taking photos, no recording the deadlift, just doing the work the way I actually used to do it and the way I used to see things at the gym. There were no phones, so we trained hard. And I'm not trying to be that guy or talk about back in the day. I'm just talking about what I enjoy doing. And look, some people, you love being on your phone, go for it. But one thing I noticed is that the more time people spend on the phone, the less they are able to have quality conversations with people. They can't even converse with you without looking at the phone. And I don't want any. I'm just not into that, guys. Okay? So, a little bit of self-peace and, of course, peace of mind, and then purity. Guys, I just wanted to get back to doing some simple things. I wrote articles on my blog. I started producing more content for the Underground Strength Academy. And I found that with Instagram and YouTube, I was putting so many more videos out for everybody for free. But I wanted to produce for the people who invest. I wanted to produce for the people who pay. Because the people that pay, they pay attention. That is the truth. The free stuff, a lot of people don't respect it. There's no skin in the game. Hence why I told Joshua Medcalf, don't send me your book for free. But him and I, exchanged a real cool conversation. And I feel like, yeah, man, now I'm invested in a relationship. I owe it to him to really dig into this book. So I've always got skin in the game. To me, that's important. Purity of training, as I just mentioned. I've been at gyms where I see guys recording every single thing that they do. And it's like, guys, why don't you put the phone away and squat and deadlift and do chins and dips? We don't need to record the leg curls. We don't need to record, the 20-pound dumbbell curls and then have a motivational quote along with it. And so my feelings are that if I'm going to put out information, it's got to be something that fires you up, that educates you, that inspires you, that changes your life. And so I hope that from watching this video, you are able to have any one of these 5 takeaways. Give yourself an opportunity to do that experiment, to delete the social apps. See how long you could do it for. If you can't handle it, then you've got deeper problems than what I can certainly help you for. But you need discipline, and you need to be able to sit down and do work. You need to be able to train and not worry about who sees your curls or a photo of you shirtless. What would you do if nobody was watching you? Would you still train hard, right? And it was cool because from the business aspect, there was certainly a little bit of a less traffic to the website, less purchasing of products, but it forced me to go back and read some of my older business programs on copywriting and direct response and do better at sending out my emails, which you could get, zachstrength.com. So, guys, let me know what you think about this. Have you ever done a little social media detox? I did it for a good month from the phone at least, and it was great. So basically, I would be able to check Facebook and Twitter once in the morning, once at night, if even at night. So once, maybe twice a day. And of course, subscribe, like this video, share it with somebody who needs to take a break from this stuff. You know, nothing wrong with taking a break. It's very much like training. You can't go hard all the time, you're going to hit a wall. So, with this social media stuff, from a business perspective, take a break from it. You know, I give myself to people for almost 20 years, constantly giving my information, putting myself out there. And look, I'll tell you what, nobody even knew I was gone. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't really know. I'm not really upset about it either. Think about this, almost 100 DMs in a month. Yet on that last post, I said I'm taking a break. But people aren't reading stuff. It shows that, like, they want what they want, and that's the world of business, right? As Gary Vee says, the market is the market is the market. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about what you like. They want for them. So, some food for thought. I had a good time being away from it. Now I'm back to it. And that's it, man. I like having multiple sources of income because, Charles, thanks, buddy. Because you know what? I'm never a slave to YouTube or Instagram or this or that. And so if you are in business, are you a slave to these different apps? And of course, having only one way of, building your business, that's not where you want to be. All right, guys, talk to you later.